Yo, welcome to the Women's Basketball Lounge podcast. Grab a drink, grab a cigar, grab whatever your festivities are, and let's go.
We are back from outer space.
And we're back. And we're back. I'm excited to be back. We got a lot to talk about.
The season is here. The best season. Gemini season is here. WNBA season is here. Summertime is here. We outside. The rainy season is over. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How you been? You been good?
I've been great. I will say that people been trying me, but I just been rising above my wings. We trying to rise above. our trousers.
Stay above it. I know the feeling.
Right, look, we trying to rise above. But nah, on a serious note, I've been good. Just excited about, WNBA, women's basketball, women's sports. I mean, just the momentum just continues. A lot of new things is dropping. I want to show you my props. I got some props I want to show you.
Props.
Some surprises I want to show. Can I show you real quick? My Okay. So guess what I got?
Nice.
Dawn's new book.
Woo!
Yes, she was just on a Breakfast Club. So been reading this. It is so good. It is so good. I also want to talk to about something in the book, if you don't mind, this evening. But her book is so cool. It even has like a basketball feel to it, like when you touch a basketball print. So it's cool.
Nice.
That's prop one. And then prop two is, I had to cop them.
Yay.
I had to cop them. I got the
them
blue
A1s.
indigos. A1. So, I'm surprised you ain't get them yet.
I'm taking my time. I'm going to get them. I'm going to have all of them. But I'm kind of taking my time right now because the market is so saturated. Mm-hmm. I feel like if I just wait a couple of weeks, But I'm definitely on them. I'm excited you got some.
Okay. Yeah, I've been wearing them like every day.
Good.
How you been?
I've been good. Life been lifing. I'm good, but I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Everything is happening at one time. It's a bit of a whirlwind at the moment, but I feel good.
Good. Well, let's get into our show. Let's get into some exciting stuff.
Let's start with, okay, I went to the New York Liberty in Las Vegas WNBA season opener. This was also the New York Liberty's ring ceremony where they got their championship ring, and the first championship banner in New York Liberty franchise history was raised at the Barclays Center, and I was there. It was awesome.
Are you cheering on the New York Liberty?
I mean,
with this ace.
Come on now, like be serious. Like be serious.
Look, are we doing this?
Be serious.
Okay,
be serious.
You,
it's aces all day. But I mean, if you watch this show, if you listen to this show, then you have heard me say I actually really like New York. I'm just obligated to hate them because we rivals. But let me speak on that a little bit. Like,
okay,
being there because I wore my Aces merch there, and yeah, I'm gonna be like posting a whole reel, and yeah, I got a chance to shake hands with Robin Roberts, and it was phenomenal. But the energy was good all 5 of us Aces fans who were there, because it was packed full of New York fans. I mean, it was New York Liberty fans through and through, which is what I would have expected. But yeah, I didn't get heckled at all. The vibes were good. Even the New York fans I was sitting next to were also Aces fans. And I realized something by going to that game, that like New York and Las Vegas really fuck with each other, and they fans fuck with both teams, really. And so, because it was like all love, like you know, every once in a while somebody, and it was mostly the men, like the security, because I did get a VIP ticket and it was an amazing experience. I recommend, like, if you could do that, because it's just a phenomenal experience. The food was good. You know, that's how you go to a game. But like, it was really the security guards. Like, every time I passed one of the security, they would be like, Vegas. And then they would be like, nah, I get it. Like, super cool energy, super cool vibe. The energy in that place. We gonna get into the game in a minute. But just the energy in that arena was electric. Like, nothing I've ever felt before. It's just all that cheering, all of that. They gave us lights, like wrist lights and stuff like that. I ended up giving mine away to some New York fans I met who have now subscribed to our show. So what's up, y'all? It was very nice meeting you. But yeah, I gave that shit away. But it was just all for the wrong team. But it was an amazing experience, and I'm glad I got to be there.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, can we speak on the ring before we get into the game?
Let's do it.
Like, that ring, I'm sorry, that's one of the best rings I've seen. And the reason I believe it's one of the best rings I've seen is because it's New York. They got the Liberty on it, and it lights up like the Liberty, like the Statue of Liberty. Like, that's, have you seen it, right? Like, on Instagram, like, y'all, if y'all haven't looked, like, go look at this ring. It is nice. Like,
it's a very nice ring.
Like,
yeah,
that's a badass ring.
It's definitely giving people something to keep up with. For sure. What
else about your experience?
Yeah, not too much else, but yeah, just getting able to see that banner be raised, and then just getting into the game, like seeing the players, being able to watch New York play at home is an experience that I wanted to have. And of course, I'm going to choose to have that experience when they play the Las Vegas Aces, because the Las Vegas Aces. But yeah, like seeing them play at home and just like be super in rhythm. Let's talk about Natasha Cloud, because Natasha Cloud had a game. That game, I think she had something like 23 points, something like that. Just crazy.
She took New York to a whole nother level.
Crazy,
Mick. She is taking currently New York to a whole nother level.
And let me say this: New York loves Natasha Cloud. Like, from the time she stepped on the floor, like not playing nothing, just on the floor, the crowd started cheering for her. And I like that for her. I love that that's happening for her.
You know what? This is a moment. God say, don't block your blessings. Because, girl, she thought she was going to retire in Phoenix. She was upset. Like, they told me I was retiring and now they trade me. And look what God had in store for you.
Look what God has done for you. Yes.
Your ranking has went up. Your pay has went up. I mean, you in a bigger city, a bigger market.
You're playing at Barclays. Like,
And your fandom is going crazy right now. Your Instagram is going crazy. Your legacy, like your last, let's be honest, like she probably has no more than 5 years left. The last 5 years of her career will be the biggest 5 years of her career. No doubt. I put my stamp on that. Period.
Yeah. The Aces didn't look very good that game. In the beginning, we played okay, but generally speaking, we just looked out of rhythm. And yeah, that just was what it was. I think the Aces success is gonna really depend on Jackie Young and Jewel Lloyd. Like if those two, and I'm gonna say something after that, but if those two don't have double digit games, they both have to. And Jewel Lloyd got to score at least 19 points every game. Like almost. But if those who don't show up, and in that game, yes, Jackie Young scored, I think she had like 16 points that game. But Jackie had a lot of turnovers that game, a lot of unforced turnovers. I felt like we just looked sloppy that game. And then Jewel Lloyd was off rhythm. That said, I mean, we'll talk about what happened with the Connecticut Sun last night, but in that game, yeah. What I will say though, Kia Stokes has gotten buff in the off season. I think it might have even been the last episode of this show where I said I wasn't really convinced that Kia Stokes could get it done for us, that we would have to heavily rely on Megan Gustafson. Well, Megan Gustafson is out indefinitely. We don't know when she's coming back, if she's coming back.
Right. No, she's not.
Yeah, so we have to depend on Kia Stokes. And Kia Stokes played 18 minutes in that game against New York and did not score a single point over 18 minutes. And that just cannot happen. Yeah.
Mick, and that point right there is exactly the point I was gonna make when you said, the Aces, in order to be good, in order to be great, Jewel Lloyd and Jackie Young. I think Jewel Lloyd and Jackie Young is Jewel Lloyd and Jackie Young, right? Like teams know who they are, right? Like it's on a scouting report, right? It ain't on a scouting report for Kia Stokes, right? It ain't on a scouting report for Asia's backup. Like when Asia goes down, who's holding down the paint? Who can defensively hold down the paint? Asia cannot hold down that paint by herself. She can't guard Breonna Stewart and Jonquel Jones, JJ. She can't guard both. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Kia Stokes has gotten bigger. Love it. But at the same time, like, we need some defensive stops. Like, we need some dogs. Like Vegas need to go trade another post. Like, Asia can't play 40 minutes every game. Like, she getting older. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need her for playoffs. Like, they in trouble at the post area. Yeah, Asia's been, and that just shows you how phenomenal this person is. I'm gonna just take 30 seconds on that. Like, Asia's been holding it down in the post game, and I'm gonna say it, for the Aces by herself for the past at least 3 years. By herself. Like, let's be honest. Kia Stokes don't average double doubles.
I wouldn't say Megan, 3 because they did have Big Mama for a minute, but I would say 2 for sure. 2 for sure.
Okay, and right now, the way these players is coming in, you got Kiki Ariafen, you got Angel Reese, you got Camila Cardoso, you got all these new post players coming in, tall, lanky. You got the lady from France. Like, you gotta have a good post game.
We need more out of Kia Stokes. Like, that just is what it is.
Short. So, and that's all I'm gonna speak on.
Yeah.
Anything else about the New York Aces game?
No, just wanna again shout out to the cool people I met. And yeah, that was quite an experience, and I'm glad that I got to be there to see it.
And you met my man's fine ass comment.
I did take a picture with Common. He was very nice. I took a picture with Ellie too, and somehow it got deleted. But Common was very, very nice.
How did he smell? I'm sorry. How did he smell?
He didn't smell like anything.
Oh man. You know, people be like, oh, I met Rihanna. She smelled like heaven. You know, celebrities supposed to smell real good because they're supposed to have that expensive perfume cologne.
That's interesting. That is not the experience I've had when I met celebrities. Like they all don't smell like nothing, really.
Really?
But
they supposed to smell like $1 million.
But he was incredibly gracious and nice. And Bam was there too.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He was there, super low key, in his A1s. But yeah, he was sitting in the stands after the game. So
I love the way he supports her. I love the way he supports her
right now. I mean, think about a regular relationship. Like, unless you tied up, where you gonna be except with your person.
I love it. She better not get pregnant. God dang it. We can't afford that right now.
I think at this
Aces definitely can't afford that
I think at this point she can wait until she retire. Like, I don't think either one of them want that. I don't know. I don't know them people, but I would think that they wouldn't want that right now.
Right. We getting off a little topic, but that's always hard for a woman, especially when you're like in the prime of your career, but also mostly when you kind of hit the prime of your career. You're kind of in your 30s going in, to that, mid 30s. You want to start having kids before you hit that. You know what I'm saying? So she has time. She definitely has time.
She definitely has time.
That's always hard for a woman. So shout out to women, professional sports players that are married, have families, trying to have families and all that. The decision to have kids is so hard because there is a sacrifice with your career, no matter what. Yeah. No matter what. So,
but I hope she doesn't either. And Bam, I mean, people are really starting to see Bam in a different light as well. So I don't think it's great timing for him either. I hope they both wait. But yeah.
I just would like to talk about, in general, my wings and just all the games, and even including opening weekend.
Okay.
Girl. Okay. So, shout out to my wings. I love my wings. Should I start negative or positive?
I don't know. It's your team.
Okay, I'm gonna start negative and go positive. Coach Chris, he's a very subtle coach. I'll say that he's very subtle. He's not as vocal. Enrique and Paige have not gelled yet. I'm hoping that they learn to gel a little bit. Enrique hasn't gotten into the flow of the rhythm of the new offense that the new coach is rolling out. Paige is just being Paige, getting her buckets, but there's no flow just yet. And I believe they've been holding on, like opening season, they played the Lynx. Like the Lynx was in the finals. Like Lynx is definitely top 3 teams in the league right now. Like they're undefeated right now. And we held on as long as we could. Was it a blowout? Yes. Then we played Seattle. We held on as long as we could. Then they blew us out. I feel like our missing piece, like, love my girl, but there's something, Enrique is getting frustrated. Like there's not a flow right now. And I don't know if it's Coach Chris is catering to Paige and pouring his offense out to her style, or he just doesn't know how Enrique plays and they just haven't matched it. I don't know what it is, right? Like we don't know what it is. But I hope they figure it out because there is a lot of potential there. They are a good team. They hold on until that third quarter, but somehow, some way, every team just pulls away after that third quarter, going into that fourth quarter. So I hope they get it together. Dallas has a lot of momentum. The community is behind y'all, and everything like that. They're looking to still get their first win. We haven't gotten our first win just yet. So I'm cheering for my po babies.
Yeah.
They like my babies. I'm
What's
cheering
going
for
on
them.
with Tierra McCowan?
I'm shocked. I mean,
what do you think that's about?
Tierra.
For those who don't know what I'm referring to, I believe it was their first game that Tierra McCowan reportedly stormed off the court, stormed to the locker room.
And then she sat. Yeah, and then she sat on the bench and crossed her legs like, and this is no shade, but it's just what she did it like. She crossed it like a princess. You know what I'm saying? And did that the whole game. And that's like sass and shade. And I sit right across from the bench, so I see everything. And them my season tickets is like on purpose. I want to see what's going on. I want to see. And she just the whole time, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, that kind of affected of course that affected team chemistry. Like you're supposed to be a veteran, right? Like we had a lot of rookies, a lot of new players, a lot of young people on the team. She did better against Seattle. Like she got more minutes, and everything. And actually when she got more minutes, we were competing, but then coach kind of set her down fourth quarter. I don't know why, but I don't know. Again, chemistry, right? Chemistry. The Wings need more chemistry. They need more team basketball. It definitely seems like individuals. I'm shocked that Isaiah James has not played as much as well. And then against Seattle, Enrique set out majority of the fourth quarter. It was crazy. Like he went with Paige and a couple new people. So we got a lot going on. Okay, we got a lot going on. I definitely
it's a head scratcher.
We got a lot going on. So I hope we can get it together. Because sometimes it takes 2 years to get it together. But we'll see. We'll see. I will say, Nneka, she looked like she in her 20s. The girl looked good with Seattle. Skylar Diggins, Nneka, like Seattle looked good. They might be the sleeper team. I'm calling it early. They look good. And they not even playing the France girl. They giving the France girl rest right now. So they're going to be even better when she come off the bench. Like they just look good. They've been looking. Have you watched them play?
I've watched basically every game at this point. At least most of it. But yeah, Seattle looks good. I actually think the Phoenix Mercury are going to be a sleeper team. Seattle, I hope they do well, but I feel like I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what Seattle does.
Satu Sapley looking feisty this year.
Yeah,
she like I got Alyssa Thomas on my team. I can talk my shit. I got some backup.
The Mercury look very good right now. And
should have got into some altercations, a couple, and it's only week 2.
It's spicy over there. It's like a complete rebrand of a team over there. They look nothing like the teams of the past, 5 years out there. If not earlier, but it's a whole new Phoenix Mercury. It's a whole new Phoenix Mercury out there. So we beat them, though. No, we haven't played them yet. What am I talking about? We beat the Connecticut Sun.
I will say the Mystics look good. I'm shocked. Sonia Creton looks great. Kiki Iriafen looks great. She coming in there like, I don't care if you a vet. I'm coming in as a rookie and you gonna know who I am.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like, Lynx look great. Indiana Fever.
Going back to the Mystics real quick, Aaliyah Edwards, and like her confidence level. I know she hasn't been playing yet, but when she does start playing, that's gonna add even more. Like,
is she injured?
I think so. I don't know if she might actually be playing now. She was supposed to come back she was only supposed to be out for like one game or something, but one of the actual season games. But the confidence that she got in Unrivaled, it's just gonna take that.
Yeah.
We saw what she can do now.
Yeah.
We've seen
Yeah.
it.
I didn't know that girl was
Me
that good. Oh my
either. She was a
God.
rookie. Like, we had no idea, but we found out.
She need to shoot more. She need to shoot more.
I can't wait to see that Unrivaled experience translate, into the WNBA and see what that looks like. But you were talking about, who are you talking about? You said Indiana.
Indiana, like I could see them finals, top four team. Like they
definitely look playoff ready. But
they got it. I mean, let's give it up. Shout out to Miss Bonner for passing up Tina Thompson's record, being the third all-time scoring leader in the league this year. Like, you know how phenomenal that is? And she had kids, she's a mom, all those things. And she is working so well with Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Like that's
actually the piece I was going to say I'm concerned about. Indiana looks playoff ready, but DeWanna Bonner, did she score in that game against Atlanta? The first time they played them tonight, I think DeWanna Bonner scored like 1 point or something. Like, she's really struggling to get points, but maybe that could have just been because of Atlanta. Like, they played Atlanta back to back. Atlanta won the first game. They played Atlanta again tonight and Indiana won. But yeah, like, I'm concerned about where DeWanna Bonner fits. And I'm concerned that they haven't quite figured that out yet. But if they figure out where to put DeWanna Bonner, oh yeah, this is a championship contender team.
Yeah, I mean, you said it though. I mean, on a positive, like, they won and she didn't get as many points. Like, DeWanna Bonner, when she was with Connecticut, she had to kill herself, right? Just for Connecticut to win and all this stuff. Like, honestly, now DeWanna Bonner can just enjoy, you know what I mean, and get to the flow. So hopefully, she does flow well with Caitlin and Aaliyah and everything like that. Because the only veteran they had on the team was Kelsey Mitchell. So now they got a post veteran in there, that's going to kind of get Aaliyah Boston and everything right. So I'm just excited. But moving on to the other teams, honestly, outside the New York Liberty, they're good. Aces is the Aces. But other than that, like, I feel like the Sky's struggling. The Dream is struggling a little bit. Valkyries, are going to struggle.
You feel like the Dream are struggling? Atlanta looks good to me.
Yeah, but can they close the game out? They look confused tonight. They could have beat Indiana Fever,
that mix up
can
with
they close out a game?
That was interesting. BG cannot foul out. That's what that is. They need a veteran on the floor to close the game. BG cannot foul out. That cannot be a thing. And I think he let her stay. Who's coaching Atlanta right now? It's a he. I think he let her stay in that game too long with those fouls. And then she fouled out in the fourth quarter and they needed her to close out the game. Every time they picked it up, it was because BG was on the floor getting boards, you know what I mean? Creating paths. Like, Bree Jones is great, but I think you got to start. I think you got to start the game and end the game with BG on the floor. Period. Yeah. Now, what you do in between that? But I think I think she has to be there to set the pace and she has to be there to close. And when she was there to close in the first time they played Indiana won. And Aaliyah Boston looked like she was going to cry. Indiana did not want to lose that game. I was like, am I watching the NCAA right now? The look on Aaliyah Boston's face, like she looked like she was about to cry.
In week 2.
Yes.
Can we talk about the intensity
of
the W in week 1 and 2? Like, we've already, okay, I mean, obviously the Caitlyn and Angel Reese
Yeah, we got to get into
altercation,
that.
and then there was an altercation with the Mystics and the Suns. There was an altercation between Ryan Howard and Caitlin Clark. Like that was Satu's been getting like that was. There's been a lot of
Chelsea Gray got into it with JJ in that game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Chelsea Gray and JJ. I mean, there's been a lot of like dog fight mentality, win at all costs. Like, let's get it, let's go. Like, I'm ready for you. We in a battlefield. Like, and I love it.
I do too.
I love it. Too. And that's what fans appreciate about the WNBA versus the NBA is because you don't get that week one of the NBA. You don't
get that until the playoffs in the NBA.
Girl, you probably don't even get that round one.
I was gonna say, and we talking conference finals. You know what I mean when you get to that. But yeah, like the intensity has been off the chain. But let's get into the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese situation.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. So for those who may not be familiar, if you've been under a rock, Indiana played the Chicago Sky. Chicago Sky look not great right now, by the way. We didn't really talk about them, but it ain't looking good. I said
they didn't look good at all. They're gonna struggle this year.
Good.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of basketball to be played, but right now it ain't looking good. But Angel Reese was going up for a layup. Indiana was in the lead. Angel Reese had the clear lane. She's going up for the layup. Caitlin Clark came behind her. So Caitlin Clark was already beat, but she came behind her and fouled her, basically try to make her earn the shots instead of just letting Angel Reese get the layup. It was, in my opinion, a hard foul, and I think the flagrant was the right call. It was a hard foul, and there was a little extra on the back end of it. But getting into just the story, Angel Reese was pissed off. She got up, started kind of coming at Caitlin. Caitlin does that thing Caitlin does. She walked away like this, like she ain't do nothing. And yeah, essentially everything just erupted after that. So supposedly during the whole game, Angel Reese was, well, not even supposedly, because I think the cameras caught some of the sound of the audience, calling her racial slurs and just making terrible racially attacking comments at her. So that's the context. Now, here's my perspective, and then I'd love to know what you think. I thought it was a hard foul. Caitlin Clark, to me, is that kind of player. It doesn't matter to me. I don't think it mattered who was in that lane at that moment. She was not gonna let that person score, which is dumb because they wasn't even they were ahead of Chicago in a way that was like, you could have just let her get that layup. But either way, it was a hard foul. It was a lot on it. Angel Reese got mad because she got hard fouled, and I would have been mad too if I had got fouled that way. But I don't think it has anything to do with race, and I don't think it has anything to do with beef between those two in particular. I think Caitlin Clark would have made that hard foul no matter who it was in that lane, and I think Angel Reese would have reacted that way no matter who hard fouled her. I think it's just basketball. I think it's just basketball. Do I think Angel should have got a tech? Maybe not at first, but then when she kept trying to, you know what I mean? She was doing a lot. Okay, tech her up, which was dumb on Angel's part to me. Girl, why would you turn around and get the fucking sack? But Angel is young. But yeah, that's my thought. I don't think it was racially motivated. Caitlin Clark is that kind of player. And Honestly, to me, it just looked like she been hanging around Aaliyah Boston too much, because that's the kind of fouls Aaliyah Boston be giving in the paint. That's why everybody be trying to fight her all the time, like straight up. But it just, to me, it's just basketball. Like, I don't think
That's
it was
funny.
that. But I do have some other thoughts on the racial side of it. But I want to give you a chance to chime in on what you think about this particular situation.
Girl, first off, I want to talk about your comment that you made when you said, correct me if I'm wrong, Angel Reese would have done this if it was any other player.
Yeah.
Right? If it was Caitlin Clark or anybody else. I got to disagree with you on that, friend.
Okay.
Because last year, Alyssa Thomas fouled the shit out of Angel Reese. And Angel Reese turned her back and walked away and did the Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese ain't want no Alyssa Thomas.
I feel like that was her first season in the league. Like, no, I remember when it happened, but I feel like that's just my opinion. But I feel like first season, the Angel Reese that we see right now, yeah.
So to my point, Angel Reese is a marketing guru. You gotta give that girl. She has the most followers. She had the biggest NIL deals. She's sponsored by McDonald's. She's sponsored by Reebok. She's sponsored by Reese's Puffs, Reese's Candy, all this stuff. She's a marketing guru. Her stock goes up when she streams on Instagram. She has a podcast, all this. Me, I think it was a show.
If it was a show, I think it was a show by both of them. I
think it was an opportunity. It wasn't a planned show. Let me not say that. It was a perfect opportunity in the perfect moment. Oh, Caitlin Clark is on me like this. Let me go into my character mode of what people think of me, bully mode, so that we can go viral again like we did with LSU. Right? So I can keep my stock up, because we are losing and we about to lose. We about to get blown out. All this stuff. Let me continue to stay relevant.
Okay. I personally
don't think
she gotta do that. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought you were pausing.
Yeah, no, I mean, she don't gotta do that, but I just think Angel Reese is a marketing guru. Like her, like, let's be honest, like Angel Reese is the Barbie queen. Like, she has this image, you know what I'm saying? And she has to be this image. And so it was just, for me, it just was a perfect opportunity to capitalize on more drama, more views. What are we doing right now? Talking about her, more opportunities for people to put her name in people's mouths. And I honestly don't think, like, after the game, she the one that said out of her mouth, it was a basketball foul. The refs got it right. It was a tech, right? When you put your arms around somebody and you do not go for the ball, it's a tech. She said the refs got it right. Let's move on, right? Like, if how she acted in the game, if she really felt like Caitlin Clark was intentional and all that stuff, she would have been mad after the game and would have been mad in that press conference and this, that, and the other. But she wasn't. For me, it was a show. But I rest my case.
Different perspective, for sure. Definitely different ways to think about it. I think either thing could be true. Personally, I think if it was a show, it would not surprise me if Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have a thread, a text thread. Like, that would not surprise me at all. But I just feel like in that moment, like, Caitlin Clark was unnecessary. Caitlin Clark strikes me as the type of person you don't want to play no games with. Like, not Monopoly, not checkers, not tic-tac motherfucking toe. Because she strikes me as the type of person who just is unnecessarily competitive, which to a certain extent you gotta be that. Angel Reese, I think, and I think that, let me go back. I think that competitive nature got the best of her. And she tried to, here's what I think could be true. She tried to stop Angel Reese from having a moment where she actually got that layup with Caitlin Clark in the highlight. I feel like Caitlin Clark tried to stop that. And it was unnecessary. You know what I mean? But I do feel like if we're talking about the marketing piece of it, what other reason was there even for her to foul Angel Reese in that moment? Chicago was not 1 point behind them, 2 points behind them, 3, 4. Like, let her get the, what reason was it to even hard foul her at that moment?
No easy layups. You're not getting no easy layups.
Yeah, but it was a hard foul. Like, it had a little stank on it. And so I feel like she wanted to make sure. Not like, it wasn't just like a reach in foul. It wasn't, it was like send a message foul. You know what I mean? You're not going to score on me in this way. You know what I mean? And so if Angel Reese then was like, bitch, I'm going to have my moment regardless. Like, then so be it. I feel like then is, that is what it is. But on the racial piece of it, though, like, I don't understand why this only follows Caitlin Clark. Like, is it all just because of the LSU and Iowa situation? It's starting to get to a place where it's like, but why does this continue to follow you? You know what I mean? Like, what's happening there? And I feel like her people don't have her sending a strong enough message. Not that she can stop it. At this point, it ain't even about that. It's about making sure. I don't think her people have done a good enough job of distancing her from it. Where it's like, I don't feel like that.
She's made several statements.
Yeah, I feel like she has, but
she's even went on podcasts and tweeted.
But I feel like it's been soft.
And defended black women.
I feel like it's been soft. I want to hear Caitlin Clark say, like,
that's my dog.
No, not that. But I am not a racist person. I do not believe in what the fuck y'all doing. And if y'all doing it in my name, then you are not Caitlin Clark fans. Like,
she said that. Like, I can pull
That's
up
cool.
a statement.
If she did it and I missed it, then cool. But if she did it and I missed it, then I'll take my statement back. But I have not seen enough of it. And if she did it, how did I miss it? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what's being marketed is not, and that might not be her fault, but it's like, I pay attention to women's ball. If she made a statement like that, that should be every fucking where. So at some point, other people are complicit, is what I'm saying. Like, the W, if Caitlin Clark made that statement, then how come the W ain't blasting it out? If you get what I'm saying, like, I just feel like at some point, like, not enough, and I'm not gonna blame Caitlin for it, but I'm blaming her people and the league, but not enough is being done to completely distance herself from that, or to completely distance her.
And the league put out a statement too against racism when that Dejanay thing happened. They put out a statement. Is it enough? You right? Could they probably do more? Yes, 1000%. They could do more. Like tonight. Ryan Howard and Caitlin Clark got into it. Like, why are these black players getting into it with Caitlin? Like, so much. You know what I'm saying?
It's the type of player she is. She's an underhanded player. Like Caitlin Clark, and I'm not, that's not like me saying she a bad player. Nothing like that. I think that it's her play style. Yeah. She's Kevin Garnett to me. Like, that's the type of player she is.
Well, why isn't she getting into it with other race players? Like, like, I think
we just probably haven't seen it yet. I think it's coming.
Maybe we'll watch.
I think it's coming.
I mean, that was so off guard. I did not see that coming with Ryan Howard. Like, Ryan Howard is just not a feisty player like that. She's very subtle. She's a very subtle player. Like, I've never seen her do that. Have you? Have you even seen Ryan Howard in an altercation with anybody?
I have not. No.
Like she's a very subtle player. So tonight was very strange with her shoving Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark gave a little shoulder too. So they both, you know what I'm saying, was in it. But we got to figure out what's going on there. Like, something's going on within the player system, within that player, you know, going on with these situations. I don't know if they're taking out what other people are saying and the racism out on Caitlin, or, you know, maybe, you know, Caitlin, you know, plays aggressive. You know, she does push off.
That's
a
what
lot,
I'm saying. She do,
right?
and
She
she's
pushes
quick
off
to throw her hands up. Like, I think she's just one of them type of players.
But you know what? But you know what? Cheryl Swoop said this on Gilbert Arenas podcast, and I agree with it. Cheryl Swoop was like, my only problem with Caitlin Clark, if you gonna foul that hard foul on Angel Reese, stand in your business. Stand in it. If you gonna foul a hard foul, stand there and be like, yeah,
don't
I did
walk
it.
away.
Don't just
like.
That's
That's what bothers me. Yeah. But
okay.
I don't think, I have to say, I don't think that has anything to do with race for her. I think she's just that type of player. Yeah.
Right.
And so I feel like
she
so
that
many
slick
people.
Player that's going.
That's what I'm saying. She that type of. That's what I mean when I say she's an underhanded player. Like, she's that person who's gonna jab you if she think the ref ain't looking. She gonna sneak one in on you. You know what I mean? And now you frustrated.
And I'm
you
not
go
saying,
through a whole game like that. I'm sure you done played games like that where a motherfucker been like,
yeah,
and then you finally just like fucking snap, like
right. And need to say, we not saying Caitlin changed your game, because honestly, I was that fucking player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was short. If I had a big motherfucker on me, I would, you know, poke them in the stomach, try to get some disadvantage, try to get some advantage over their ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she not talented enough and she has to do that. That's not what I'm saying at all. There's plenty of talented people that do that, and it's just a part of the game because it's a psychological. It's just basketball, and some people just, and you hate to guard them, right? Like, you hate to guard them because you know they gonna do some slick shit against you. Like, people hated to guard Dennis Rodman. They hate to guard Draymond Green. They hate, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she's that dirty at all. I'm just giving examples. But you know, she is a player that on offense, when she's on offense, she does her little, you know, things to create her shot, to create space, because people play her 94 feet. So she has to, or she'll never score. So I rest my case.
Yeah, we on the same page. That's how I feel too. Like, nobody's saying she needs to change her game. We just saying,
right,
in basketball there are all type of players, and this is the type of player she is, and that's how she play. And she ain't playing, I don't think she playing black people differently than she playing white people. Like, that's just the fucking kind of player she is. Period.
Right. So speaking of all these fouls and everything like that, can we talk about the WNBA officials?
Let's.
Real quick.
Let's.
Like, are they too sensitive? Or are we needing to we got a long season ahead. We don't want to be a trashy league, right? We don't want to be the league where we can't, you know, where we're wild, crazy women. Like, we want basketball, right? People have their opinions. Oh, the W's too soft, or oh, the W needs to crack down because things are kind of getting out of hand. Like, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at?
I have not. I personally will say I have not liked the officiating I've seen this season so far. I thought the officiating in the New York versus Aces game was poor. Both teams got really bad calls. Both teams got really bad calls. And then tonight, at least two of them fouls that got called on BG, I feel like could have been up for review. Unfortunately, Atlanta used their challenge in the first quarter. so they didn't have one. But 2 of those fouls, I was looking at the TV like, what are you seeing? What are you watching? And in the other games I've watched, Dallas versus Seattle, I thought there were some bad calls in that game as well. So yeah, you don't want too many calls because you don't want the pace of the game to be messed up, you know. And at the same time, you want players to get the right calls. I feel like they missed a lot of calls on Asia in that New York game.
So I just Googled. Google is everything, right? First 2 weeks we're in the first 2 weeks we've had the most technical fouls in the first 2 weeks ever in any season of WNBA basketball. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That in a positive light, that speaks on competitiveness, like we talked about earlier, and just winning mentality, and you know, it gives a good show, a good game. But in contrary to that, and bring drama, but I guess that's good for the W too. But
all press is
we
good
don't.
Press.
Right. But do I feel like the refs is getting a little sensitive? Like they gave Aaliyah Boston a tech for holding Angel Reese back. Technically, yes, in the rule book, you can't hold back your opponent, right? You have to only hold back your player, but they gave her a tech for that. Like, just give her a warning, like, hey, next time, you know, hold back Caitlin Clark instead of Angel Reese, blah 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 blah. But I mean, come on now, we're a little sensitive here. So I just wanted to touch base on that, the officiating. Like, we definitely need to step up to keep the game pure, keep the game better. So officials, we cheering for y'all. Hopefully y'all get these calls right, get it together. Because they let Nafisa Collier go to the line, and the Wings game at the Lynx, they fouled the point guard for the Lynx. I can't remember her name. She has the fro. I can't think of her name, but they fouled the point guard. Nafisa Collier goes up to the line. The ref just hands her the ball. She shoots the free throws. They was like, Hines Howard was like,
you talking about Heidemann?
Was like, she not supposed to.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Heidemann. They fouled her. The Wings fouled her. Nafisa Collier just goes up there, walks to the line, goes shoots free throws. Nobody say nothing.
Yeah. Like, refs, that ain't even who supposed to be shooting these free throws.
We did that in high school. That was a high school trick. I used to do that.
Not even like you get away with that shit in middle school.
And she shot her free throw, and they made the point. Like, it was crazy. Like, but so let's talk about like all the WNBA players that didn't make rosters or didn't even get picked up.
Yeah, what are they doing
this year? I think the biggest person this year we need to talk about is Kennedy Carter. Mm-hmm. Kennedy Carter was debatable 6th man of the year last year, right? Coming off the bench for Chicago, like, she held Chicago guard game down. Yeah. I mean, and she didn't even get picked up to go to a training camp.
I don't get that.
How disrespectful
Especially the way Chicago is looking right now. Like, y'all needed the electricity of Kennedy Carter. Yeah.
Like, Kennedy Carter and Angel Reese, the electricity is like,
yeah.
Come on. Like, she's playing in Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Apparently signing autographs on titties. In Mexico.
Somebody told me she ain't coming back to the States.
Like,
she's signing
back.
titties.
She good over there.
But the crazy thing is that we're adding these teams, right? We're adding the Valkyries this year. We're adding Toronto and Detroit next year. Like, are we even growing at the pace? Like, we have so many good players. Haley Jones didn't make the Atlanta Dream roster. Haley Jones. She won a championship for Stanford. Mm-hmm. Like, she's not playing in the W right now. Like, what the hell?
I think we're gonna see some interesting trades. And
the Valkyries is struggling. Like, it's just sad. I get it, right? Like, you only could put 12 people on a roster, all those things. But I think at the same time, I think everybody would agree with me on this, even experts. Haley Jones and Kennedy Carter could be on anybody's roster right now.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
Period.
Yeah.
Even the New York Liberty, right? Top of their game. Minnesota Lynx, top of their game. Aces. They both have enough talent to make anybody's roster. And the fact that they are not in the W saddens me. So the where are they nouns? I am with y'all and all that. But I hope they get picked up sometime in June. Yeah.
I think we're gonna see that.
I don't even know if Kennedy can get picked up because she has a contract in Mexico. She would have to leave Mexico. Contract.
I think anything is possible when the price is right. You know what I mean? But like you said, we don't know where their contract is, and I'm glad she found I'm glad she's playing basketball. Like, I'm glad she's playing basketball. So yeah, I hope that these lots of other players got waived, and
Deja Kelly, I couldn't even believe that. Oh my God, Aces, like, I messaged you, called you, like, y'all stupid. Like, Becky, what you doing? I love you, Becky. God dang, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call y'all stupid, but I'm just like, come on, like, you gonna keep.
It makes me wonder.
You gonna keep Kristen Bell, who don't get no playing time. She old, she can't guard nobody. All she do is party in the club. Let me stop.
I mean,
you making me mad.
She been playing the past couple of games. Like, they've been using her, but to your point, she's not as effective as as they would need her to be. We still holding on to Kia Stokes. We've been holding on to Kia. I don't know what we doing with Kia. Like, I think it's been years now. I don't know what that's about. Like, but I'm hoping we see more out of Kia Stokes as long as we have her. But I'm hoping that Deja Kelly move was a strategic move. Like, Megan Gustafson is out indefinitely. Maybe the Aces are setting themselves up to make a bigger move in a trade. So we'll see.
I hope so.
We'll see.
I trust Becky. Trust Nikki Vargas. Yeah. I trust them. But I mean, Deja Kelly she was doing a damn thing. And she kind of gave them that young, like, they have a lot of old players. Like, most of their players are either in their late 20s or early 30s. Like, they getting up there.
Who we didn't talk about, and I gotta talk about? Dana Evans. Dana Evans is really, like, being a changer for the Aces, meaning, like, impacting plays and, like, creating plays for herself. Dana Evans looks like a really good fit with the Aces right now. So I just wanted to call that out because GI's very own Dana Evans. So I had to. I'm just really, she played her ass off in that New York game, even though they lost.
Yeah, she did. She doing all the little things. All the little things that stars don't do. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. I love it. Well, shout out to all the players that, is not playing right now. Keep y'all heads up. We cheering y'all on. We notice and everything. We are just rooting for the W. We have so much excitement. I can't wait for our next episode, Mick. It's just always gonna be a lot of content this year. I can't wait. We definitely got to do our predictions of who's gonna win the ship.
And I gotta call this out too. Just one more thing, like, we also got new teams coming. So even some of these people who are sitting out this year, I think we got Toronto coming next year, right? Or is it Portland?
We got Toronto teams and Portland coming
next year.
Both.
So there is hope. There is hope. So to your point, I hope y'all keep your head up and stay in shape. So when your number get called, you ready. But go ahead. You were closing out our show.
No, you good. You good. I just want to say thank you to all our followers and everything. We appreciate you very, very much. You can follow me on Instagram at coachj.green on all platforms as well as Twitter. And yeah, Mick.
Yeah, I'm asked for Mick on all the social media platforms. Come check me out. And thank you for listening. We just did a show. Bye.
Bye.